Hello, my friends. My name is Ryan Freeman, and you are watching my channel. Thank you for stopping by. As you can see, I am back in the room where I used to make videos on a weekly basis talking about literature, poetry, my life. This is the room I lived in before I moved to Taiwan. This is the room where I did my interview with Premiere International, where I did the demo video before I started my new life in Taiwan. So why am I back? I am back for a couple reasons. I am back because it's summer holidays. One of the beautiful parts of working at a public school in Taiwan is you get a lot of vacation time. The contract I was on this year is different than the contracts that are currently in vogue in Taiwan. But regardless, you will have a lot of time off from work. So I have about 3 weeks here, and then I have 3 weeks back in Taiwan before I get back to the office. And I decided, let me say that with your teaching contract, if you work with a public school, you will get a free return flight. At the end of your you get a free one-way flight to Taiwan, and you get a free one-way flight when you leave Taiwan. It doesn't have to be back to your hometown. It could be to Greece. It could be to Indonesia. The budget limit is 40,000 new Taiwanese dollars for each way. So you can pretty much go just about anywhere you want to go in the world. Now, I re-signed my contract. I'm going back to Taiwan, so they'll pay for my flight back there. The flight was wonderful. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about why did I come back to America? I could have gone to Greece. I went to Taiwan in September. Now I'm back here. It's July. I've been gone for 10 months. I wanted to take care of some business, and I wanted to do some shopping. I'll talk about the shopping part first. That's the lightweight news. I wanted to get some camera equipment so that I can do run and gun type vlogging. I have used my cheap Nokia cell phone before in some videos, but I wanted to upgrade either to a GoPro or a cell phone. And then I just found out actually the phone that I really want, because I need a mic jack, is the Zenfone 10, which is only available in Taiwan. So I actually am gonna just not buy the phone here, or the camera equipment here. I'm gonna go back to Taiwan and buy it. So the shopping wasn't that important. However, brand name clothing, like I kind of like Ralph Lauren. I like Polo. That brand of polos, I just like the way it fits. I like the durability. I also buy cheap H&M polos for work, but I believe almost all brand clothing is cheaper in America. A lot of stuff is cheaper. I will end up making use of my shopping of options here while I'm back in Southern California. Now you're saying, Ryan, you're talking about shopping. What about your family? Well, of course I want to visit with my family. Well, what about the food? Well, of course I want to eat good American food, but not too much. You see, I did lose weight while I was in Taiwan. I was a little over 200 pounds about a year ago. And then I lost a little weight before going to Taiwan. Now I weigh 177 pounds. So I've lost 25 pounds, I would say, in the last year and a half. And some people probably do gain weight when they move to Taiwan, but I just found that because I was always bicycling to work, always walking around the campus, walking around the city, going up and down stairs, and then I wasn't gorging myself on butter like I do here in America and cheese. I just ended up losing weight. So if you're not successful with your weight loss procedures, with your diets or your exercise plan, just move to Asia, teach English. Okay, so now on to the business. So, for those of you who have followed my channel, one of the reasons I moved to Taiwan was to get a little closer to my children. My ex-wife went back to Japan. I was supposed to follow her, but she canceled my visa application because she just decided she was done with me. And and of course she has my children there, and I can't actually go to Japan of my own free will. I needed her help. I needed a spouse in Japan to help me get through the visa process because I've got a record, okay? All right, so I'm not going to go into that. But so basically, I moved to Taiwan to be closer to her, maybe try to work to my kids, maybe try to work it out, or at the very least, pay for them to visit me in Taiwan, which is a very short 3-hour flight from the nearest airport to her to the nearest airport where I live in Taiwan. I just hoped. Also, another thing, one of the pieces of ammunition that my ex-wife used against me was, Ryan, I don't think you can work a full-time job, because I was working part-time at the time, probably one of the reasons she wasn't happy with me. And I don't think you could teach English again, Ryan. Well, I wanted to prove to her I could work a full-time job and I can teach English. So I got a full-time teaching job there and I thrived. In fact, I'm getting a promotion next year. So I tried, I thought Taiwan would be a good place to start fresh and also hopefully get back with my kids. That did not work out because look what I have here. Look what I have here. Ryan Freeman from Japan. And open it up. It is just 2 pieces of paper. The first piece of paper is just one document in Japanese, and the next is a translation in English, and it essentially says the name of my ex-wife with her maiden name, with my name, and amicable divorce. Mother takes custody of children. Name of children. She used her maiden name, not my name. Okay, so I'm divorced in Japan. And I knew that she divorced me because I ended up, so I tried very hard actually to try to get her to come to Taiwan. I tried very hard, but no matter what I tried, it didn't work. And what I finally did was, I'm not gonna try, I'm just gonna try to be her friend. It's just her desire is different than my desire. She doesn't want me in Japan. Even as a co-parent, even as a guy who lives across the city. So I thought, well, everything I'm doing to try to get to Japan is actually making her ignore my messages. And so eventually what I did was I just stopped bugging her about it and waited for her to have a banking problem, because she has a bank account, which I put money into sometimes for the girls and for her. And the bank account's in America, and once in a while she has a little problem with the card because her address, she had a problem with her card before. I knew she would have a problem again, and then when she did have the problem, I used that as an opportunity to let her know that I was on her team. I wanted the best for the girls, and I thought the best thing would be for us to have friends. And when she found out that I wasn't trying to get her back, then she opened up. I told her I was dating. She said that's great. She said she's not dating. I don't know, but that's not what the topic of the video is about. And yeah, since then we have been very friendly. She's been sending me tons of photos of the girls. I've put more money into her account, and I just want to keep a positive relationship with my ex-wife, right? Because it's proven. And so one of the reasons I wanted to come back to California was I thought I would have to go to a California court with this Japanese divorce and have the California court recognize it so I could be free in the clear. Because even though I would have wanted to perhaps stay married with her so I can move to Japan if she did the visa process and be a father to my girls, once I saw that that was no longer an option, I just wanted to be free. And so I wanted to be free not only in Japan, not only in Taiwan, but not only on paper, but with the American government. So I thought I would have to maybe pay a lawyer or go to the court and sign some documents. But yesterday I talked to 3 different lawyers from 3 different places, and they all said, I don't gotta do a damn thing. This divorce is all I need. So there, I am divorced. And it feels great. Of course, there is a part of my heart that will always be scarred for not being a part of my daughter's lives in this early part. But I do have at least the pleasure of seeing photos, of having a good relationship with my wife, in the hopes that she will not poison their minds against me, and that I will be able to see them in the future, which she has promised me, but no promised date. So yeah, shopping and divorce. Not ending up getting a camera or a phone here. Not ending up need to going to the court. But in any case, it's good to have this in my hands. It's good to be back here in Southern California. I was not happy living here in Southern California, but as soon as I got back here, I'm like, wow, it's really nice here. I like the weather. It is hot, but it's not unbearable hot like Taiwan. It's calm. I used to not think it was calm, but after living in a hectic city, Taiwanese cities, you know, very dense with lots of scooters running around, people are driving in their lanes, waiting in lines, people are chill. It's a lot calmer here. Yeah, so it's really nice. Now, I'm pretty sure if I lived here again, I would start getting bothered living here. Already driving down the freeway, I went to the dentist, and I just seen all the billboards. I'm like, you know, one thing is nice about living in Taiwan. I can't read any billboards. Well, first of all, I'm not driving on highways, but I can't read all of the propaganda messages because the messages on the billboards here are ridiculous. Like, got gonorrhea? You know, like, is your wife taking your children? I'm like, yeah, but I can't do anything. Lots of fucked up stuff on billboards here. But I feel good. So this video is just a little update because I haven't been active on my channel, and maybe you know why, because I finished a very busy, hectic end of the year summer camp, and then ended up packing really quickly, saying goodbyes, flying here, saying hellos. But I have a couple more weeks here, and I would like to do a few more videos, at least a couple more. And I'm going to put it out to you guys to put it down in the comments. What do you want to listen to? Now, there might have been stuff in the past I said I would do, but remind me, refresh my memory. Someone said that they wanted to hear about office tension, office politics. Put it down in the comments if that's something you want to hear about. Dating in Taiwan, maybe I could talk about that. And someone asked me to introduce Taiwanese snacks to Americans and get their reaction. I just so happen to have a huge suitcase full of Taiwanese snacks. So I'm gonna do that. So if there's something that you want me to talk about, put it down in the comments. Thank you for not running away from my channel while I've been absent. I will be back in Taiwan in a few weeks talking about the stuff that happens to me in Taiwan. I'm gonna get a scooter. I'm gonna be doing a lot more travel videos. That's my hope. And of course, talking about the topics that you guys are interested in. Thank you for following me. My name is Ryan Freeman. Give me a thumbs up, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.